So the new patch for Diablo 3 is out, and the ever popular Sunwako Monkey King set has changed, and what to do now if you're a monk. Anyway, my name is Reef and I'm gonna help you with that. So here's the build I'm currently using in 2.1.2, and it's still using the Sunwako set, but with a few changes. The Sunwako set used to explode, have these exploding decoys that did 3,500% weapon damage every time you spent 70 resources. They changed that now. Instead of that, the 2 set bonus is casting Cyclone Strike, Exploding Palm, Lashing Tail Kick, Tempest Rush, or Wave of Light causes a decoy to spawn that taunts nearby enemies and then explodes for 1,000 weapon damage, which isn't a lot, but it helps. But the big change is here. The 4 set bonus. When your decoys explode, you gain a buff that increases the damage of Cyclone Strike, Exploding Palm, Lashing Tail Kick, Tempest Rush, and Wave of Light by 500% for 3 seconds. So what this does, and what this means, is instead of being limited to only one element which was holy in the previous builds, you can now basically play with any element of your choice and any spender of your choice. The one I'm using is Wave of Light. Pillar of the Ancients, which is a lightning bolt one. It is very popular, and you're probably going to see this is the one that's currently leading the leaderboards in the ladders. I don't really participate in that. I care more about just farming Torment 6 for better items, because my item gear levels are currently a bit low. So here's the gear I'm using. Sunwako gloves, Sunwako shoulders, Sunwako amulet. Not the best of rolls, but it does work. But obviously you need those. For a helmet, I'm using the Laws of Seth, and the reason I'm using this, other than the life per spirit spent that it has, is that using Blinding Flash restores 150 spirit. You can get those on better rolls. It goes up to 165, and this is very useful, especially for the type of build you're using now. Other items are the Ina's chest, Ina's belt, and Ina's pants. Ina's chest and pants are ancient. Lucky me. I also have Reaper's wraps for the extra primary resource recovery. My rings I'm currently using as a bull Kautos, which isn't ideal, but it is ancient. It's better than anything else I had, with a Teguk rune in it, Teguk gem in it. And the other ring I have is a Royal Ring of Grandeur with a Bane of the Powerful in it. Boots wise, I'm using the Cruder's boots for the double mystic allies. And my weapon I'm using is the Incense Torch of the Grand Temple. This isn't a really good roll with it of them, but the nice thing about this item is it increases Wave of Light damage by quite a bit. This one specifically 29%, and it also reduces the spirit cost of Wave of Light by 43%. So it amps up your damage and lowers your cost in using the skill. So next let's look at the skills I'm using for my build. My passives are Beacon of Ita for cooldown reduction, Unity because the Ina set gave me all these mantras, Exalted Soul for increase in spirit and spirit regeneration, and Harmony for extra elemental all resist basically. My main attack is Wave of Light, Pillar of the Ancients. I have Dashing Strike for when I need to move a bit out, quick around or get out of danger. I'll have Blinding Faith of the Light, which does 29% increased damage for 3 seconds, is the rune. And I like using this, especially with the Laws of Seth. Before I had the Laws of Seth, I used the rune that gave me Replenishing Light. Each enemy you blind restores 10 spirit. That did help quite a lot of my spirit regeneration. Other runes I'm using, other skills I'm using anyway, is Inner Sanctuary, Forbidden Palace, because that adds quite a bit of defense and damage. Epiphany Desert Route for the 50% damage reduction, and Mystic Ally, Air Ally for the increase in spirit regeneration. That's basically my skills. And my paragons is basically just spent. Core is dexterity, movement speed, and I maximum spirit because I use a lot of spirit and I have no generator. Offense is attack speed is quite useless now. The things that are important is critical hit chance, critical hit damage, cooldown reduction, and if you have left, then you can spend on attack speed because you're not physically attacking, you're just casting a spell, and yeah, it doesn't help you attacking faster, then you can regenerate your resources. Defense, I'm using life, armor, and resist all. As I was saying, for utility I'm using area damage that's maxed, resource cost reduction, gold find, and life on hit last. Life on hit isn't procced all that much on this specific build, so I don't think it's that useful, but I'm going to test around, play around with it and see. Maybe it's more useful than other. I think life spent is more useful in this case. Anyway, let's see this build in action.
Not ready yet.